where we bring you the business in entertainment, and today we have decided to only do just the local scene entertainment. I know so many viewers out there, you've been really wondering why don't they we think about the local, and today we only have local stories for you concerning entertainment, though we are going to much do of our profile. Recently, I've been talking about digital platforms where people distribute their music, but you know actually that there are musicians in Uganda whose music is actually trending onto those platforms. And today I'm going to talk about a gentleman, a legendary, the late Geoffrey Oryema. Yes, is one of the these people that do what we call the African roots music, that music that is really so deep. Is a man from Acholi, a very black man out there from Acholi, and he does that touchy with that collaboration, that root music. It's some kind of a band music. It wants to resemble like jazz music, but it's not jazz exactly. It's African roots based in music. So Oryema and his international reputation on the release of his second album that was Beat the Border. Yes, that album is really, it sold really some good, and it's trending on Amazon. And Oryema is mainly remembered for his famous album that is Spirit. No, like I told you, this is very deep music, Spirit, Africa Roots. This album on Amazon, actually to buy it on Amazon, it costs about $35 to buy a full album on that. So you can calculate and see how much money is that. That's about, to me, that sounds like it's 300,000 Ugandan shillings to get that album. That's Geoffrey Oryema for you right there. He had collaborated with Peter Gabriel, Brian Eno, and others, and was backed by French musicians, including Jean-Pierre. This is a guitarist in France. You know, it's so interesting that this gentleman was really so talented to an extent that he got some recognition from the French people. They used to work on him. Just imagine a black person having a crew of a French. That's something really quite rare into the music. But this guy is so really extremely talented, and he made quite a lot of money. So the guitarist and Patrick Buchman, yes, all the French guys we're talking about, Buchman, that was drums and percussion and up vocals. When I talk about drums and percussion, it's those beats which don't have instruments. So that's the people that used to work on his band and produce that quality that he used to make. That quality that could be sold on the digital platforms, and it could make some good money right there. Touring with WOMAD in Australia and the USA, Japan, Brazil, and Europe. In 1994, the band performed at Woodstock 94, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the legendary festival. So you can see we've had people that have been doing this, like Oryema, include I can say the person that is trying to be like Oryema is Maurice Kyria, currently keeping that natural African root. So it shows you this is music that so many people don't really get time to check out, but you'll be surprised that actually this music is so trending on the digital platforms, and people are buying this music with very large sums of money. It's very unbelievable. The Gabriel label, he crossed just straight to the Sony Music Entertainment, and that's one of the big, we know Sony to be one of the biggest record labels in the world at large. So Oryema and his reputation with Sony Music selling. Then we see that in July 2005, he performed at the Live 8 Africa calling concert in Cornwall, and with One Giant Leap at Live 8 Edinburgh concert. Oh, just look at the concerts the gentleman is performing on. It shows you the love. It shows you that as Africa, there is something that we have that so many people out there really desire this thing. And it takes that, they call it Pan-Africanism, that we can see that we monetize our content. We monetize everything we have. Like last time I was saying, we can monetize our cultures to make like movies. You know, for example, you can make movie about the Bachwezi. This is what defines us, and that's what made Geoffrey Oryema stand out that way with that. Like we said, albums include Spirit, going for about $35.87 on Amazon if you want to get that album. So it shows you that actually that album is really selling really big. So Geoffrey Oryema, though unfortunately he died, because we know that he was in exile actually in France due to some political issues, of course, matters which I'm not going to go into as of now, but that's what happened at the moment way back then. Then another, talking about leaving that aside, other musicians who are really trending on the digital platforms. For example, Amazon. There is a band which I can't stop talking about, and of course, which everybody know. We grew up listening to this band, and that's Afrigo Band. There is an album by Afrigo Band called Batuse 2. That's one of the very, very, very expensive album there on the Amazon, and people really are going for that album. So crazy, and not only just Ugandans, but also the people outside Africa at large. Talking about Afrigo Band, we know that this is the band that was formed by 8 musicians, led by their band leader, vocalist, and also saxophonist. That's Moses Matovu. Yes, one was the leader, the one who initiated the band, who continued to lead the band on its 38th anniversary. Yes, 38th anniversary, playing to their fans at home in Uganda. The group tours regularly in Europe and at home, Europe and United States, to play to Ugandans in diaspora. So they used to travel outside Uganda, but not to travel for Americans out there, but to travel for the Ugandans that are in diaspora, because definitely East-West home is the best. As they travel right there, they feel the need to listen to the Ugandan music. So Afrigo Band could travel out there, and so you can imagine whatever tour you make, of course, as a band, that's revenue, money. So the band has been performing with the this is Moses Matovu. He has been performing with the band since it was formed. So it was one of their leading vocal artists, and actually got quite a lot of gigs for them, like places to perform for them. Because we need to know that every band to be formed, definitely there are roles. There is a distribution of roles. You cannot do everything. You can't be the singer. You can't be the one making the beats. You can't be the one playing the guitar, the keyboard. So there is a division, but of course there is somebody who plays the leading role when making that band. So it's always good to divide. It shows you that when you divide your souls very well, you can actually make some good money as a band out there. So Afrigo Band stands to be one of the bands that are really trending, whose music is trending, and purposely that album known as Batuse, it goes for about, according to the reports, the album goes for about $35 too. So the band is really, really making a big. So I'm really running out of time. I just have quite a few things to talk about. So that's it for now. We are going to talk about the leading music production studios in Uganda. You know, we've had so many studios, we know so many studios that make music, but we also have music production studios in Uganda. And so today we are going to just go through a little brief of the leading music distribution studios, in Uganda. And to come as number 5, as we are going to be doing the recap from 5 to number 1, comes a record label known as, not a record label, a film studio known as Great Mech Films. Yes, Great Mech Films. This is a company that has been in the industry for quite a long time, and it's very responsible for most of the most selling videos that we've been watching on our screens out there. That's Great Mech Films. It's in Uganda. Remember, today we are looking at strictly the local scene. For the interest of time, I'm just going through a little bit very fast. Great Mech Films. Then we have Virtual Media Studios. That's by the gentleman Zigafix. You know, most of you, when you see those videos that you see Zigafix. So it's the man behind that, entrepreneur behind that record label. That's production studio known as Virtual Media Studios. Then coming number 3, that is Jalai Films. This is also another filming company in Uganda industry. It's led by Frank Mugera. Yes, that's the entrepreneur responsible for that. That's Ja Live. So it's really making quite some good money from. So actually, Ja Live has been really there ever since. I remember those days when the radio and Weasel, the legendaries, were still. These people were the ones making the trend. Until today, they have just upgraded themselves from who they are right currently. Because those days, the video quality cannot be compared to the video quality that they deliver these days. So they are so relevant. So they are legendary, in my opinion. Then number 2, we have Swans Avenue. Yes, Swans Avenue comes number 2 among the biggest studio making the studios that make videos in Uganda, music videos. And not only music do they make. Not only do they make videos, but also music, because it's the best established label in our country currently as we speak. So it shows you that their strength is really so interesting. When we talk about Swans Avenue, definitely what comes in your mind first is that's Benon Mugumya. Yes, one of the pioneers of Swans Avenue. So they make really some quality videos, and they're responsible for the success of so many legendary artists that we have in Uganda. For example, Vinka, the likes of Irene Ntare. Swans Avenue had really a strong hand on them. Then finally, on the list, what comes number one? Definitely the new kid on the block. Did I say kid? Sasha Vibes. Yes, Sasha Vibes rocked the industry with the unique art and talent concerning the way he could make his videos. Very quality that he has worked with artists. For example, there is a video he worked with Fik Fameka and some international. That was Omubuati, that song. It really crossed borders and it played on MTV Best. So it was really something so memorable for the Ugandan industry to have having a music producer, a music video producer making a video, and it features actually on MTV Best, because it's a big platform, as we know, MTV Best, for playing African music, and it's really so Sasha Vibes. And doing just a brief about Sasha Vibes, actually he reports showing that he did like the video production outside in Uganda. That was in South Africa, and he upgraded his skills. So this comes back to one thing which is always emphasized, that before you do something, don't just do something for the sake of doing it. Always take time, have the passion, and understand that it really takes knowledge and skill for you to be established into something that is going to make you make money. So I'm not so surprised when I know that Sasha Vibes leads the list of the best video making producers in Uganda, simply because he really took time to understand his craft. So it's very important. Take time, get knowledge and skill, because at the end of the day, the world out there is very competitive. That's it for now. For the interest of time, I've been a little bit fast because sports business is coming up next with Joram Paul Sonko. That's it for today for the entertainment business. Till tomorrow, have a good bye.